born in Chirangil, in Trivandrum district. And I had my early schooling in Chirangil and in Trivandrum, primary. Then I finished my high school from the Chirangil High School. Then my father admitted me to Marivan News College. That time it was not pre-degree, it was pre-university. So I joined that 1-year course with a medical group. That is that time, even in pre-university, we could choose subjects. And after pre-university, I continued there and I took chemistry, BSc in chemistry degree. And then luckily I got admitted to Trivandrum Medical College for MBBS. And I had a very fine time in Trivandrum Medical College. My alma mater is, I am so much attached to that. And the most happy thing is that, see, after 50 years, Trivandrum Medical College Alumni Association has selected me as a distinguished alumni of Trivandrum Medical College. And they gave an award by our governor, Arif Mohammed, His Excellency. So that was a great achievement of mine, because from my alma mater, I got an award. That was something great. So anyway, after passing my MBBS, I think I joined in 65 and I passed out in 70. 71 I completed House ENC, and the day I got my MBBS registration degree, I thought I will have a hospital of my own in a place where there is no hospital. So I just went to the Tambanur bus station and took a ticket to Malappuram, either side. By the time I crossed Cherthale, one place called Kuttiyathodu. It's a place where a lot of water bodies, and I liked that place, and it was thickly populated. I got down and I approached one person there, one LIC agent. I went to him, said that I am a new doctor from Trivandrum Medical College, hatched out this week. Can you help me in organizing a hospital in that place? He was very much thrilled, and there was no hospital in that locality at that time. And believe it or not, in 5 days time, I organized a hospital there.
5 days?
5 days.
5
days time.
My God.
Because I got a building, I got some furniture, everything. 5th day I inaugurated. My hospital was inaugurated by my boss, my dear boss, Dr. C.K. Govi, the then time cardiologist of Trivandrum Medical College. Because I was his very dear student. He came and inaugurated the hospital, and I was there for 3 years. It is a wonderful time. I had a wonderful time there. Lot of people, because there's no medical facility. People, they used to go to Ernakulam from Kuttiyathodu for better treatment. So I was there for 3 years. Then I got a PSC appointment. That time, the appointment order, the advice memo came to my hand. I didn't show it home because
You'll be forced to go and join. Okay.
I was interested in my hospital.
Okay.
So I waited. After about 6 months, 3 months or so, another memo came that was received by my father.
He couldn't escape that.
He said, what is it you are doing? Immediately go and join. I was posted to Malappuram.
Okay.
But I think somehow or other I could manage it to Kottarakara.
You got a transfer. Transfer to Kottarakara. Okay.
There I worked for 3-4 months. Then I was transferred to Anchal. So I came to this place.
Oh, that was the reason that you
settled
down in Anchal.
Anchal Government Hospital. And I was there for 7 years.
Oh.
As a family welfare medical officer. And it was a very fine time. I could do a lot of things. I was given award by the then Health Minister N.K. Balakrishnan as a best medical officer. The collector gave me a cash award, and because I performed this vasectomy surgery for 110 people in a day. So for that I received
single-handedly you had
single day from morning to from 8 o'clock to 8 p.m. I could operate 110 people. That was a record.
My God.
And then of course after some time I was more of a gynecologist. That time We doctors used to take up all sorts of cases, or the gynecology, orthopedics, whatever it is. We are the only medical officer. So I was practicing gynecology for long. Then after some time, I thought government service, lot of limitations. You are not free to do things which you want to do. So I built a hospital next to this government hospital and got deputation to that hospital for 1 year. And after 1 year, I did not return to government service. And then I got married from somewhere here, got a child, girl child. She was 3 years, there was no school. It was a very, very remote area, only a forest office and some, it's not a developed place. Then I thought I approached the local people and nobody was ready to start a school. Then I thought I'll myself build the cat. And I started a small KG class for my daughter with about 10 students. But to my surprise, it grew like anything. And as my child was crossing classes, the school also. And now we got our 2 schools, CBSE school as well as State Board school here in Anjali itself. And our school, my school is the first CBSE school in Kollam district.
First CBSE.
First CBSE school in Kollam district was our school. And then after that, a lot of social activities, a lot of things we are doing, and more one technology, lab technology, so many paramedical courses we started. Then we started a school in Punalur. That has become a senior secondary school now. Then there are more, I think 6 or 7 schools by now. And our last is the Trivandrum school, international school.
You don't do anything for the sake of something in return. And that's why he's a living model that he does it, out of his passion, out of his own commitment towards the society. And whatever you do without expecting anything in return, in the field of medicine, in the field of education, the success just keeps following you. And here is a live example of that. And why I say success? Success is not, amassing wealth. It's not that, that you are the richest of the richest in your town. That means you have found success. I don't agree to that. The success comes through various awards and achievements. And he did mention a couple of them as an alumni. He got it from the governor of Kerala. So he values, but I'm sure as an individual, he values every award and every achievement. Like, I won't read it out. He has received the Baba Saheb Ambedkar National Award from the Central Minister, received the Millennium Leader Award from the former Minister of Industry, Sri Kunyali Kuti, received Distinguished Trivandrum Medical College Alumnus Award from His Excellency Arif Mohammed Khan, Governor of Kerala, which he mentioned in the beginning of his talk, received the Best Educational Award instituted by Rotary Club, right? Received Dr. Palpu Foundation Award for Social Activities from HEP, Satha Shivam, the Governor of Kerala, received the Gandhi Bhavan Award, received the Eminent Citizen of India Award from New Delhi, received the Mahatma Gandhi Peace Foundation Award, received the Anjalachin Award for his meritorious service in the field of education, received the Sevana Ratna Award, received the Chikitsa Ratna Award from Media City, received the Kerala Cultural Award, received the Kala Keralam Award, received the Kala Kaumudi Award, received a certificate of diabetology from the Medical College Kottayam, received a special certificate in gynecology and obstetrics, received a special certificate for respiratory disease care. You should rule time. Time should not rule you, right? Is that what you're saying? Wonderful, sir.
Character building is very, very important.
Absolutely.
And of course, you must have a helping nature. Very, very important. How I can help another person. That is the most important, very relevant thing. And emotional stability, as you said, to prevent the sort of self-damage and all those things. Emotional stability. In all these things, the contribution of the teacher, the contribution of the parent, their role is very, very, very important. Any harm, anything, anywhere should be rectified then and there. That is the most important thing. And of course, children Children must have great, as APJ used to say, they must have their big dreams. I always tell boys and girls to think big. They have to think big. They must not think small. Think big, so that I want to do something great to the people. So that sort of a philosophy, that sort of a mindset should be there. And another thing, all the time they must have a positive mindset. Positive mindset. Mainly, the positive mindset must be there in parent and in the teacher. Suppose a teacher who's not at all smiling, who is always having a morose face. I had a guru earlier, Dr. Nair, a great man. He used to say, when you appoint a teacher in the interview, if the teacher is not smiling, ask her to go out. Teacher must have a smile fixed on her face, a very pleasant face, a very pleasant mindset, very positive mindset.
Absolutely.
That's very, very important. And I think our parents also must have the same thing. They must be very happy, very pleasant, and not scolding. Always see, touch is very important. Some see fathers, they won't touch their children. See, you have to embrace the children, of course.
Yeah.
In the COVID situation, we have restrictions. Otherwise, we have to have. See, touch has got a great importance.
Yes, absolutely. I'm with you on that.
Look into the eyes of the child with affection, love, and talk. Very, very important. That will have great effect. So that's a very, very good question you have asked. The first is a positive mindset. Definitely, not only a positive mindset, a pleasant face, and optimism.
Yeah.
Only good things are going to happen.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Never a sadistic thought at all. And that sort of young children must come up. All the schools and all the teachers and all the parents, it's all our bounden duty to see that we bring up children into fine citizens who are going to be useful and helpful to the world.